What's up, family? Welcome to APW Talk, and today I have a crazy, weird story for y'all. Magic mushrooms growing in a man's blood. But before we dive into it, please hit the like button, and if you already haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. So let's go ahead and dive into this crazy news for the day, family. I came across this and I was like, man, I gotta talk about it. So magic mushrooms grow in man's blood after injection with shroom tea. A man brewed a tea from magic mushrooms and injected the concoction into his veins. Several days later, he ended up at the emergency department with the fungus growing in his blood. Now, hold on, right quick. Family, really think about this. Somebody was sitting at home, sat there, decided, okay, yeah, I'm about to make me a little shroom tea. I'm about to inject this in my veins, like it's some heroin or something. Like, come on, what were you really doing here? What y'all think about that? Tell me in the comments. But let's dive a little deeper. The man spent 22 days in the hospital, with 8 of those days in the intensive care unit, where he received treatment for multi-system organ failure. Now released, he is still being treated with a long-term regimen of antibiotic and antifungal drugs, according to the description of the case published January 11th by the Journal of the Academy of Consultation. The case didn't reveal whether injecting shroom tea can cause persistent psychoactive effects, as sometimes seen when people ingest the fungus orally, the doctors wrote in the report. For example, in rare cases, people can develop a condition called hallucinogen-induced persisting perception disorder, also known as HPPD, where they experience vivid flashbacks of their trip long after the fact. The case underscores the need for ongoing public education regarding the dangers attendant to the use of this and other drugs in ways other than they are prescribed, the doctors wrote. Man, it's so crazy. Like, I actually want to see some pictures of the mushrooms growing in this man's blood. Like, that is wild to me. Alright, they go a little deeper. By injecting shrooms into his bloodstream, the 30-year-old patient had hoped to relieve symptoms of bipolar disorder and opioid dependence, according to the report. His family members noted that he had recently stopped adhering to his prescribed bipolar medications and was cycling between depressive and manic states. Okay, this is making more sense now, because nobody with the right mind is going to sit at home one day and decide, okay, I'm going to make me a mushroom tea and inject it into myself. So this is starting to come together. The man found online reports that described the potential therapeutic effects of hallucinogens such as LSD and mushrooms, which prompted him to boil down shrooms into a mushroom tea. He filtered the tea by drawing it through a cotton swab before injecting it into his body. In the following days, he became lethargic and nauseated, and his skin began to yellow. He soon developed diarrhea and began vomiting blood. His family found him and took him to the emergency room, noting concern that he also seemed very confused. The doctors noted that he could not participate in a meaningful interview due to his altered mental state. Multiple organs, including the liver and kidneys, began to fail, and the man was transferred to the ICU. His blood tested positive for a bacterial infection with the microbe Bacillus and a fungal infection from the mushroom. In addition to antibiotic and antifungal drugs, the man needed to be placed on a ventilator after he experienced acute respiratory failure where fluid builds up in the air sacs of the lungs. Thankfully, the patient survived this ordeal and was later discharged from the hospital. Family, this is so crazy. Like, even hearing the side effects, what this man really went through, like, he almost died because he injected a mushroom tea into himself. there's actually some more to this. But like, let's dive a little deeper. Research suggests that may be a promising treatment for depression, anxiety, and substance abuse, the authors noted, but only if taken safely. In most research studies, scientists administer the drug in pill form, but in a few instances, doctors have delivered the mushroom intravenous injections, according to a 2018 report published in the journal. But these injections are given in tightly controlled doses and under medicated supervision, and they do not contain any fungi, the compound psilocybin. I know I pronounced that right, family. Don't even listen to that. Alone is not alive and cannot grow in the body. When used recreationally, magic mushrooms are typically made into a tea, eaten raw or dried, ground into a powder, and put in capsules or coated in chocolate. They are not injected directly into the bloodstream. Shrooms induce mind-altering trips by interacting with certain receptors in the brain. Specifically, breaks down into psilocin, a substance that acts like the brain chemical serotonin, which plays roles in mood and perception. So yeah, family, thank you for bearing with me through all of that, but I just really, like, this story really tripped me out. Tell me what y'all think about this story in the comments. Any of y'all messing around with mushrooms? I hope none of y'all out there injecting anything. That's not good. But any of y'all messing with mushrooms, how's the trip? Let me know. You know, I love when y'all, leave me comments. Then I engage with y'all, see what y'all thinking and what y'all think about the stories and stuff like that. But on that note, family, y'all know how I love to say we don't dive in the rabbit hole. We love to sleep in it. Again, check out my podcast, APW Talk, where I go over new technology news, Bitcoin news, current events, alien news, and also paranormal news. So I'm all over the spectrum. That's why I say, we don't dive in the rabbit hole. We love to sleep in it. So definitely hit the link to my podcast, APW Talk. Go ahead and hop on the Bitcoin standard now. Start saving in Bitcoin. If you're not saving in Bitcoin yet, go ahead and hop on the standard. I have a link to Swan Bitcoin. If you use my referral link and sign up to start doing recurring buys with them, you get free Bitcoin if you use my referral link, family. So yeah, let's get to it. I hope all y'all having a great day and night all around the world. This APW Talk. Peace out, family. Y'all have a good one.